Will AI bring good changes to humanity, or will it become a disaster? Usually people look at it this way, but how look Elon Musk's ways of developing AI and its aftermath?
Speaking of really important problems, AI. So you've been outspoken about AI. Could you talk about what you think the positive future for AI looks like and how we get there?
Okay, I mean, I do want to emphasize that this is not really something that I advocate, or this is not prescriptive. This is simply hopefully predictive. Because people sometimes say, well, like this is something that I want to occur, instead of this is something I think that probably is the best of the available alternatives. The best of the available alternatives that I can come up with, and maybe somebody else can come up with a better approach or better outcome, is that we achieve democratization of AI technology, meaning that no one company or small set of individuals has control over advanced AI technology. I think that's very dangerous. It could also get stolen by somebody bad, like some evil dictator or country could send their intelligence agency to go steal it and gain control. It just becomes a very unstable situation, I think, if you've got any incredibly powerful AI. You just don't know who's going to control that. So it's not as I think that the risk is that the AI would develop a will of its own right off the bat. I think it's more that's the concern is that someone may use it in a way that is bad, and even if they weren't going to use it in a way that's bad, that somebody could take it from them and use it in a way that's bad. That I think is quite a big danger. So I think we must have democratization of AI technology and make it widely available, and that's the reason that obviously Yumi and the rest of the team created OpenAI.
You want to save humanity from bad AI, and so you're going to create this really cool brain-machine interface to give us all infinite memory and telepathy and so forth. And on Mars, it feels like what you're saying is, yeah, we need to save humanity and have a backup plan, but also we need to inspire humanity, and this is a way to inspire.
I think the value of getting inspiration is very much underrated, no question. But I want to be clear. I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. That is not the. I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad.
Beautiful statement.
Humans are trying to play a computer Go is like trying to fight Zeus. It's not going to work. Hopeless. We're hopelessly inadequate. In terms of rendering, basically, there's just a smaller and smaller corner of intellectual pursuits that humans are better than computers, and that every year it gets smaller and smaller, and soon we will be far, far surpassed in every single way, guaranteed. 100%. Or civilization will end. Those are the two possibilities.
Are we headed towards a future where an AI will be able to outthink us in every way? Then the answer is unequivocally yes.
In order for an AI system that needs to outthink us in every way, it also needs to have a capacity to have consciousness, self-awareness, and understanding.
It will be self-aware, yes. That's different from consciousness. I mean, to me, in terms of what consciousness feels like, it feels like consciousness is in a different dimension. But this could be just an illusion. If you damage your brain in some way physically, you damage your consciousness, which implies that consciousness is a physical phenomenon, in my view. The things that I think are really quite likely is that digital intelligence will be able to outthink us in every way, and will still be able to simulate what we consider consciousness. So to a degree that you would not be able to tell the difference.
And from the aspect of the scientific method, it might as well be consciousness if we can simulate it perfectly.
If you can't tell the difference, and this is sort of the Turing test, but think of a more sort of advanced version of the Turing test. If you're talking to a digital superintelligence and can't tell if that is a computer or a human, like let's say you're just having a conversation over a phone or a video conference or something where you think you're talking, looks like a person, makes all of the right inflections and movements and all the small subtleties that constitute a human, and talks like a human, makes mistakes like a human, like that, and you literally just can't tell. Are you video conferencing with a person or an AI?
Many years ago we met, you said AI would treat us like house cats, that they're too smart to hate us. And you said, we'll be like house cats. That's how they think of us. And then later, when I met with you at your office, you switched it to anthills, which was your analogy that when you see an anthill, you don't kick it over unless you're kind of a jerk. But when you're making a highway, you just roll over it. Can you give a metaphor of where we are with AI right now?
I was just pointing out with the anthill analogy that AI does not need to hate us to destroy us, in the sense that if it decides that it needs to go in a particular direction and we're in the way, then it would, without no hard feelings, it would just roll over us. We would roll over an anthill that's in the way of a road. You don't hate ants. You're just building a road. It's a risk, not a prediction. So, yeah, I think that we really need to think of intelligence as really not being uniquely confined to humans. Really, a bigger risk than being hunted down by a drone is that AI would be used to make incredibly effective propaganda that would not seem like propaganda.
So these are deep fakes.
Yeah, influence the direction of society, influence elections. Artificial intelligence just hones the message, looks at the feedback, makes this message slightly better. Within milliseconds, it can adapt this message and shift and react to news. And there's so many social media accounts out there that are not people. Like, how do you know it's a person, not a person?
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this.